Hi, and welcome to this partner showcase video. My name is Guy Bartram. I'm the Director of Product Marketing in our cloud provider business unit at VMware. And today I'm delighted to be joined by Diptesh Patel, CEO of UBDS, based in London. So Diptesh, welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do?
Thanks, Guy. Great to be here and able to support this. So UBDS, I'm the CEO, and I'm really proud to lead a company that's leading on digital transformation. And we support multiple sectors, but mainly in the public sector, as well as a number of other different market verticals as well in the private sector. What do we do? We're a digital transformation organisation, and that's got a wide scope. So we're very focused on advisory, helping our customers to understand how they're going to transform their digital estate, build business cases, and help them to build, most importantly, operating models to support some of this digital transformation. But we like to be practitioners as well. So we actually do the doing, carry out cloud transformation activities, whether that's a network transformation or moving services to cloud, moving from a private cloud estate or creating a hybrid model, and then bringing that into a more up the stack into PaaS services as the organisation matures. Other services, we also support our data analytics and also services such as moving to low-code platforms as well. Security and compliance is really key to us as well, and making sure that we can deliver a really good solution with security at the heart of that, and making sure that we help support regulatory compliance. Why do organisations come to us? They come to us because of our deep knowledge. We're really proud to have some technical subject matter expertise and really focused on business outcomes rather than playing with the technology. We like to achieve something that's going to make our customers proud and clients proud that they've completed this transformation. Our values, we're really passionate about our reputation, and it really matters to us. So when we promise to commit to deliver something, we deliver it. And what's really important to us is making sure that we're part of the team, the transformation team. So it's not just a partner that's coming in, but we help to do knowledge transfer, and we help to support to adopt and gain those skills within your own organisations, rather than consultants or a partner that's just coming in and completed the work. And our other values are around that simple promise and that measurable, sustainable gains that you will achieve that business outcome.
Brilliant. So it sounds like you guys do the whole kind of end-to-end for a customer, looking at their current as-is situation, where they want to be and how they're going to get there, with all of the services and technology and programs of activity to complement that. What are some of the kind of main challenges that you see then with customers? Particularly maybe in the public sector, if we could look at that, what are some of the kind of outcomes that customers expect from working with you, and what's some of the challenges they've seen?
Sure. I think one of the learnings from the pandemic is around that ability to have that capacity, that capability with the new ways of working and hybrid working. That's been a real challenge, and how you're going to support that digital demand of offering more services up in digitally, rather than having kind of that face-to-face interaction, or when it's not been possible to. The second is around the cost reduction. Cost reduction will absolutely hit the public sector, as we've seen from some of the Chancellor's statements recently. So being able to reduce your costs and services and move to commoditized models, services such as networks. How could you move across to a commoditized model rather than having kind of the traditional networks that are out there? And that cost reduction is really critical now, for certainly going into the next financial year for government. And simple to operate services. It's really hard, as I'm sure organisations are finding at the moment, and we've found it hard as well, around talent acquisition and getting the skills to support the services that you have to deliver to your internal business functions and to the citizens and to the public. And those skills are hard to find. And so having the right technologies that can then be not require specialist skills that are really hard to recruit. So how can we help and encourage some of our younger colleagues who join from graduates from university and apprentices, and really help them to learn about new technologies that they can get a much faster path to being experts on, but are simple to manage.
That's great. And so you mentioned hiring younger people. Is that a part of your kind of social values framework that you work with the government on?
Absolutely. So social value is really important to us, and we work with some of our central government customers at the moment. They're very focused on helping to bring apprentices into organisations and helping to get new talent through jobs, and so job boards and recruitments, and as they launch digital channels. And what can we do to help to encourage the skills that we need for us to support our clients, but also internally, and be able to recruit those that new talent on. And the ambition and the energy from certainly the apprentices and graduates that we've recruited, and the ability for them to adopt VMware technologies has been fantastic, and certainly a very good encouragement as part of to help the community out there of other businesses to take on grads and apprentices to help them support their organisations.
And you mentioned earlier networking, and one of the key things we want to dive into today is a little bit around the networking technology you guys use, and specifically how your partnership with VMware there has helped you solve and address some of those customer challenges. Can you provide a little bit more detail around that?
Yeah, I think networking is really important, and what we've done is in the last couple of years we've been supporting a number of customers actually in public sector. One of them I'll just talk about, and the value that they've seen. So we've designed some of the most probably the most interesting and most complex enterprise networks for UK organisations, and transition them as well. And one of those is the Department of Work and Pensions, where we put in a VMware SD-Wan service over 900 sites. They had a challenge. They wanted to reduce costs. They wanted to improve their reliability, and also importantly support some of the new technologies that are coming into play. So cloud is really important for public sector, and whether that's hybrid cloud, connecting into your own private cloud, or to public cloud. How do you do that, and how can SD-WAN enable that direct connectivity using different access technologies, whether it's the internet or even private networks? But through the pandemic, it was fantastic that within days, as new job centres have had to open, or new interaction points for citizens during this awful situation where they needed to seek some support, we were able to work with the DWP to put out sites to connect via 5G, 4G, so kind of pop up those sites to enable the secure, robust connectivity to be able to help citizens. And that was fantastic, and we still continue to do that. And that was for over 900 sites on VMware SD-WAN. And that's going to help the department to also take on and manage that service themselves from their incumbent provider, using commodity access technologies to the internet, but also be able to support that service themselves. So it's a fantastic way for them to upskill and run that service as well in the future.
So one of the big benefits, and I guess for companies that have got multiple sites or complex networking requirements, is that SD-WAN can be layered over the top and can provide a lot of the. It's not just about the kind of application quality of service; it's the application usability and being able to really meet that cloud demand, specifically around applications.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. User experience is at the heart of any delivery. So whether it's something we do or our customers and clients, and they want to make sure that their business outcomes, I'm sure, meet some really fantastic user experience. And as services become more disaggregated within, especially public sector and other organisations using services within the cloud, software as a service, how do you build something that is able to connect across from different patterns, whether it's home-based or your mobile, and be able to reach those central services and have that overlay of security. So being able to integrate that in with other end user device or remote technologies used services like Cloud Access Security Broker. And one of our customers, in fact, a couple of our customers, look at the SASE approach with partnership with VMware and Zscaler, and using that SASE model to connect using that Cloud Access Security Broker of Zscaler to get the best service and that user experience. And measuring that user experience, being able to just go on to, and we've integrated our VMware SD-Wan service with VMware Verni, so virtual network reporting as well.
Yeah.
And that's been fantastic, because we can go and say, right, what was that experience there, and what happened there with all of these Teams and Zoom calls, how would that work? So it's been really, really good to see the technology flourish, move from and integrate well with other products as well.
Yeah, and this is providing a pretty, I mean, we all know, right, the last couple of years have been very unpredictable in terms of demand, in terms of capacity, and in terms of being able to react quickly to changing scenarios and not impact businesses. And it sounds like from what you're saying that the SD-WAN and technologies like this have been able to rapidly evolve with the customer demand to meet their needs.
Yeah, absolutely. We work with other customers, especially in the finance sector, that are going through mergers and acquisitions, even during this phase. It's great to see that everything's driving back up the economy, and it's a great use case. Companies are kind of acquiring or merging together. How can you integrate their services? Disparate networks, disparate services need to access common services on both sides at pace. How do you do that? And it's been a great use case using the VMware SD-WAN products to be able to connect that, but also looking at how that integrates with other services. VMware on AWS has been a great example of being able to fire up common services as well, to be able to connect through to that service and be able to provide that compute layer as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not just all about the network. I know we're focusing on that quite a lot, but there's also, if you're a VMware customer today, then there's options via UBDS to use compute platforms like VMware Cloud on AWS, but also you provide a lot of partnership and work with other hyperscale providers and other clouds, correct?
We do, absolutely, yeah. So we work with all the hyperscalers, and being able to provide that compute layer is really, really important as well. But based on VMware technologies, we have a great partnership with VMware, and I think that's really important, that the way that we work with both VMware and with the customer and client is a single team, a single partnership. And that's how, especially over the last 18 months, we've been able to deliver amazing customer outcomes, business outcomes, by having that close relationship and acting as one single team.
Yeah, and just thinking on top of my head here, and it's starting to kind of really ring a chord, that actually when you're talking to a customer that has multiple clouds today, with the solution and the capability you're bringing with products like SD-WAN, but also other compute cloud platforms, you're really addressing their multi-cloud need straight away, and providing that single control point, single access for them to reach their cloud applications, which is unique.
Absolutely.
So what upcoming offerings are there from your kind of VMware portfolio that perhaps the audience should know about?
I mean, we've talked about the network side, and I think the VMware SD-WAN has been a fantastic kind of portfolio offering that we have around providing that twofold. Number one, being able to deliver that capability using commoditized or internet access as the underlay, and then being able to provide SD-WAN on top, but also providing that managed service so that we can then support and provide that knowledge transfer into customers. But Why that's really important at the moment, because our experiences, and we've done lots of cloud transformations to the hyperscalers and other cloud services, and what we've seen is that the network sometimes gets forgotten. So having all of your services in Microsoft 365 or into AWS and hosted services there, or Azure or GCP, is fantastic. And to get all of that traffic to flow through a traditional network can sometimes cause a bit of contention. If we've not got the right gateways. So as organizations start to transform to use software as a service through lots of different services out there, don't forget the network. We've seen the lessons, and also being able to offer that experience to the user, that you open your device, zero trust technologies, getting that device open and then connecting across over to whichever service you need to get to, and integrating that end to end is really important. So SD-Wan and having that SASE and that cohesive capability of cloud access security brokers has been really, really important. So that's our core offering. We also did a lot of cloud transformation work, and VMware on AWS and its other offerings with other hyperscalers is really important as well. And having that kind of hybrid approach again with other VMware products, as we said, and getting that full visibility using Attorney as well is something that's key to us as well. So those are kind of the 2-3 things. We like to focus on a couple of areas and be the best. And we're really proud that we've received an award this year from VMware for the work we've done, especially on our networking services. So that's been really something that the team have been proud of and enjoyed the award as well. So that's our kind of core offerings and things we'd love to talk to customers about.
Brilliant. Well, I think you've totally covered my next point, which was why should customers get in contact with you and work with you? It sounds like there is a fantastic offering for customers here with a multi-cloud, application-centric networking and security portfolio, which really then enables them to, rather than just having direct connects and, those circuits which you're then unable to really take care of the application needs, especially when you've got lots of them, if you're a big organization with multiple remote sites as well, all trying to do this together. It gets complex, as you know, and as you've seen. So it's great to see you addressing the customers this way, and I'm very, very pleased and proud that our partnership is generating this type of value for customers. So lastly, Diptesh, how should customers get in contact with UBDS?
So absolutely use our website, www.ubds.com. So please visit us on there, or you can engage us through engage@ubds.com as well. So do reach out to us. We're on all the social media channels. LinkedIn's probably the best page. If you search UBDS, we are on there on LinkedIn as well. Please reach out. Even if you'd like some information on some of our experiences and lessons learned, we'd be really, really proud to share those. We've had some fun, had some hard times, and had some great times as well. Absolutely. And so we'd be really happy to share our experiences and help you as well.
Diptesh, thank you very much today.
Thank you, Guy, for the time.